trapped 3 days in a pitch black well, starving, dying. Then he survived. Science can't explain it. He escaped the impossible, only to vanish into a mystery that remains unsolved today. Stick with us to find out how. Sadhu Sundar Singh, a man whose life became legendary. Born a Sikh in 1889, he hated Christianity so much he once burned a Bible in public. The act he thought was devotion only plunged him into darkness. He searched every scripture for peace, but emptiness only grew, until he reached a breaking point. Haunted by despair, Sundar finally snapped. He screamed to the sky,
"If there is a real God, give me peace, or I'm done!"
Then a blinding light filled the room, and it stood Jesus on the cross, saying, "Sundar, why you do persecute me? I died for you." In that moment, peace and joy flooded in his soul. The emptiness that had haunted him for years vanished. And from that moment, Sundar Singh decided his life to his mission. And his day became a non-stop series of miracles, the kind we usually only see in movies. Then he traveled to the forbidden mountains of Tibet. The local leader, enraged by his presence, issued a terrified death sentence.
"Throw him into the pitch-black void and lock the lid tight!"
Was this the end of Sundar Singh? Did he survive the unthinkable? Stick around to find out. The punishment was pure horror. They dragged Sundar to a deep, up-and-down dry well, threw him into the pitch-black void, and locked the lid tight. This wasn't just a well, it was an open grave. The floor was littered with the rotting remains, the stench of death suffocating. For 3 days, Sundar endured hell. No food, no water, a shattered shoulder, and the unreachable stretch of decay. Most men would have given up, but in that darkness, Sundar began to pray. Then the impossible happened. The lid creaked open, a rope descended, and your voice echoed, "Grab the rope, I am pulling you out." Slowly he was halted to the surface. When his feet touched soil ground, his rescuer had vanished. No footprints, no soul, only a familiar, blinding radiance lingering in the air. And the real shock, his shattered shoulder was completely healed. No scar, no bruise. Sundar fell to his knees, realizing he hadn't been saved by a man, but by God. But an even great miracle awaited. Traveling through Thiri, Sundar Singh stopped asking for direction, and his enemies seized the chance. They pointed him toward a treacherous, overgrown jungle, a death trap. Unaware, Sundar walked straight into the heart of the forest. Growls and rustling predators surrounded him. Trapped, he closed his eyes and prayed. When he opened them, the impossible appeared. Through the trees, a wide river shimmered, and on the far bank, a man sat by a glowing campfire, waving him over. Relief flooded Sundar as the strangers poured into the water, hoisted him over his shoulder, and waded across the river. But the moment he stepped ashore and turned to thank him, the man was gone. The campfire, no smoke, no ashes, nothing. In that chilling silence, Sundar understood he hadn't been saved by a man, he had been guided by a divine hand. As incredible as those miracles were, what I'm about to tell you next is on a whole different level. Get ready, this part is guaranteed to give you absolute goosebumps. One night, an armed mob surrounded the place where Sundar Singh was staying, ready to kill him. Instead of fleeing, he knelt and prayed. But what truly happened that night would leave you in total shock. To witness this miracle, you have to wait for the next episode. Subscribe to our HFC series now.